Yeah.
Preparing now back on the restream. So, all right, let me see. All right, we here.
Let's do it. Damn, bro, you muted me right. You can hear me?
Can you hear me now? Hold on. There you go. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. So what it was doing the other app? Hold on. I think we're good. It's been a while. What's up, everybody? About to get live. Get back to it.
What's going on?
Just got to clean up this little spill real quick. All right, you hear me good, Zio?
Yeah, we straight.
All right. Give me like 2 minutes, yo. Everybody that's in here, share that joint, lock it up. I got to clean up something really quick. It's good there. I'm glad I got another calendar in the garage. And she ain't hitting none of my babies, so I'm good. Shot of shit. I'll tell you this dumping under there. Thank you. Yeah. What happened when you change arenas? All right, I'm back, baby.
Do it.
Yeah, I had a little accident, changing arenas a little bit, moving around. Let me log in real fast like I was trying to do before. What's good with you though, baby?
I'm chilling, man. Beautiful Sunday, man. Can't complain, man. How's life?
Welcome back, man. Everything's solid, man. Look, we're gonna give you a formal introduction when everybody's in the building. But we back, yo. It feels good to be here. SOULfood Sunday.
Sure.
And it's been a minute. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Let me share this junk. I don't know. It's still, see, that's why I'm telling you, I got to get better with the it's still saying SOULfood Sunday, overspending about the holidays. I had just learned how to work all that restream stuff when I first started that junk.
Yeah, let me share that.
But we'll get like 5 minutes, like I normally just give everybody like 5 minutes to get in this thing. And then it's up, man. It's up from there. Whatever you want to talk about, yo. Shout out to the humble beginnings, the untold truth. Shout out to the untold truth. So if you didn't know, me and CEO, we was going to do the untold truth like 2018.
Yeah, about 18.
2018, wrote the whole scripts out. We was ready to roll, and it was awkward, like, because the Hustle Lounge podcast was more of a informational, educational, a little bit of inspirational, a little bit of entertainment. The Untold Truth was all of that in bind, but it would have been like some.
It was raw and uncut, man. So that was good. Yeah. But time to bring it back, man. We better than ever.
better than that. We got some equipment now. We got location.
Yeah, man.
You rich.
Really smarter, know what I'm saying?
That's it, yo. So I think I'm sharing up, man. Like I said, we'll start 12:45, go from there. Like I said, I'm running with whatever, yo. Whatever we running with, we running with.
Let's do it.
Whatever we running with, we running with, yo. Hold on, let's join on the wrong one. I'm gonna learn how to work all these restream maps and all that soon. I think what I need to do is what I've been saying for a while is I need to have someone to do all this. Like I should just be walking in with my bottle of water.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. We'll be sure. We gonna get it though, man. We gonna fine tune.
Yeah.
How you been though?
Man. Good, yo. Just making it work. You know, I ain't never wanted to complain. So I'm just trying to make it all work. Coming off that foot surgery, ready to get back in the lab, dunk on you. You feel me?
I'm tripping, man. Never that, but hey, you know what I mean? Happy had a good surgery and all that. We gonna get situated. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody think it's sweet till they dunked on.
Yeah, man. Wishful thinking, bro. But it's cool though. It's cool because I'm back. I'm back in the lab too. That's what you don't know.
Yeah. I've been tasked to dunk again before the end of the year. So
you got plenty of time to get dunked on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up to the gym, man.
Get out of here, man.
You done forgot, bro. You done moved away and then forgot.
Let me see. My mama said she couldn't see me. Can you see me now? Good. I'm just gonna pull this joint up so I can work the comments, man. We can get it cracking. As always, we didn't have that big promotion that we normally do just because we was kind of in the toss-up. I wouldn't say we starting over for ground one. We just gotta kind of get back in the bag. The new year, the holidays, football, everything you can think of that could happen happens. It's all love though. But yeah, I'm about to look right now.
Let's do it.
Just restream. So yeah, we got people in the room, yo. So I am trying to, man, it's crazy.
You trying to do a lot at one time, man. It's cool.
I should okay. You see Rod, there we go. So the restream let me see the comments for everything on one side. You talking about what's up, little black ass boy?
Rod, what's good, man?
Well, let's do it though. We back 12:43.
Yeah.
See, Rod, the band is back.
Rod, the band, yeah, we back, man. We back better than ever, man. Long overdue, but we got it going.
That's it, yo. So look, let's get it cracking, man. For everybody who don't know, this is my dog Colin, Hustle Chill. If you didn't know, he was an original Hustle Smarter. Started from the start. We had that. If you looked on the website on the page, I think I posted it on Throwback Thursday.
Yeah. And
shout out to Rod. Rod brought it up like probably before SOULfood Sunday. Like, what happened to the YouTube with Colin? Like, Colin is Colin. But what's up, man? Introduce yourself, man. Introduce yourself.
No, man. Colin.
And then we're gonna jump into whatever.
Yeah. Been doing this a little while. Back, my man.
I can't hear you no more. I can't hear you.
No more. You get me now?
Go ahead. I can hear you now.
Yeah. Like I was saying, Brooklyn, New York, and I got to represent my 718 crew. But yeah, we've been doing this for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2018, we started out on the right path, and things got a little hectic in life. You know what I'm saying? And we finally came back, ready to do it again.
Yeah.
Never. So
and that's the most important thing is bouncing back. Chris is still around. Chris doing some higher learning, some extra stuff on Sundays where he's trying to, get another level. So I'm mad at him for getting to another level. But I definitely, before we even get too deep, I got the utmost respect for my dog Chill. He's like I say, he started out with it. We both was responsible for it not panning out. And then when we kept rolling, it wasn't really no hard feelings. He didn't feel like just left them out. It was, and truth be told, one of the biggest supporters along the way. And I would say, that might talk about today's conversation is keeping it G, yo. Like a lot of cats be in their feelings, like, oh, they did it without me, or like, nah, we just move. The spot's still there, and we still grow. I think cats be in their feelings, man.
Always, like you said, let's get straight into it, man. Like the mentality thing, man. I could have been bitter, soft. like, dang, they done took off without me, left me behind, and I was one of the OGs that like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I could have been salty, like, dang, I ain't rocking with them no more. But no, you support your brothers, you be happy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's all about that loyalty with it and everything. You support your people, they're gonna hold you down regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing is everybody gets so emotional. I'm real big on it's all business, it's nothing personal.
Right.
But everybody can't draw that line. Like
Can't
it was
separate.
business. It was business. It was nothing
Right.
personal. And
Right.
we still can come together and run. What
Yeah.
normally happens in our community is they did it without me. I'm mad now. And then they try to tarnish your name. You know how it go. They try to tarnish your name. They go crazy with it. And it's like, yo, it don't even take all that. Like it didn't work out. Because even in the grand scheme of things, when we really talk about business, when you really look at business and you talk about that aspect of it, some of your greatest businessmen and women, they're not with the same people that they started with.
Nah, not at all.
And we have to understand that that's okay too. Perfect example, Rockefeller, Jay-Z, Dame Dash.
Hey, bro, we think a lot might say Dame Dash, baby.
You know I'm a New Yorker at heart, man.
Right.
That's a perfect example. And they had probably some beef along the lines, but it's more than we know when you that deep and when you running with someone that close, like it's a little gray area, like, and stuff's going to happen, but everybody's still doing well. They still support each other from a distance. There's no heart, no hate. I think that's just a big thing. But what we was talking about, seizing the moment, yo. I think that's what we talking about today. Seizing the moment, yo. Like opportunity. I just had made that post. I literally woke up like an hour ago. Right. I was up to like 6 a.m, just working and grinding. And I think that all goes into what I want to talk about when you seize the moment. Because, we live in a society, bro. If you're running, and this is for all my entrepreneurs, all my content creators, all my hoopers that's in high school, everybody, we living in the metaverse. The metaverse ain't on the way. It is here. Hold on. Don't let me get started. The metaverse is here because ultimately you have people who are doing so much to portray a certain image on social media that they're not even living in what's in front of them. In that same breath, you one share away, you one comment away, you one like away from blowing up.
Facts.
And it's been proven. But if you're not ready to seize that moment, what are you doing it for?
That's what I'm saying. You're right. And man, this made me think, man, back in our day, we had the social media, man, one share away, one this away, man. Who knew where we'd be at, man? You know what I'm saying?
And we really had that work ethic back in the day.
Right. We were trying to take that moment right there, but we ain't had no cameras and none of that to let it go on its way. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays they rely on the camera and social media to seize the moment for them rather than them seize the moment for themselves.
And I think with the opportunity, like I spoke of, like it's only going to come around once.
Right.
Opportunity. And so when I say opportunity comes around only once, I look at it from a grand scheme of things, not just business, not just getting money, relationships, man and wife or boy and girl or whatever. Like that shit only come around once. You're only going to find that one good person maybe once. You get 2 times and you're lucky, bro.
Yeah, you're
lucky, bro. And I think we don't stress that enough, like how important opportunity is. That's why you have to be able to capitalize. If you know you're in a realm, and it kind of goes back to money, you got to have the capital to capitalize.
Correct.
If you're in a realm and you're trying to do something, and you don't have the money put to the side to make that move, you're not ready.
You're not ready. Yep. You're not ready.
You're not ready. And like right now, and we've seen it in our age group. I put the car on sale for the cheap. Yeah. Perfect deal. Everybody want to come talk your head off because they're not ready to capitalize. That's an opportunity.
You never know what's coming. Always got to be ready. You got to stay ready.
Got to stay ready. Just like when I bought the old school, I'm on the bathroom. Dude, lying, bro. This thing, he ain't selling this cheap. Right. Yo, you really selling this for that number? Say less. I'll see you in an hour. And that's opportunity, because if I let that slip, somebody else get it for that price and do everything I wanted to do, I done missed that opportunity.
You're able to seize the moment at that moment. You don't gotta go parlay and wait for another time. When you know you got the ability to seize it, when it's there, it's a whole different feeling.
You got to, for sure. But I think I ain't want to beat a dead horse, man. Let's turn it up a little bit. Let's turn it up a notch, man. It's time. Let's turn it up a notch. Look, the intros is out. Colin don't even talk, y'all. But
not at all. But hey, man, it's a different man. It's different.
What you want to talk about, man? It's your debut, baby.
Man, let's talk about life, man. Life and struggles and not letting it stop you from going forward. You know what I'm saying? Setbacks. Everybody have setbacks. You know what I'm saying? It's how you bounce back from that setback, which set up your future. You know what I'm saying?
I think you go ahead.
A lot of people go through things that they be like, damn, I can't go no further. I gotta stop here. Like, you know, how I'm gonna recover from this setback. You got to think about the future. Like setbacks are made to happen. Like everybody have them. You can't keep winning without having a setback. Don't nobody win 100 games straight. They take an L, they regroup and be like, damn, we needed that L. You know what I'm saying? That's how we come back and win this chip. You know what I'm saying? But you looking at me like that.
You gonna keep going?
You got something to say, man. I know you ready.
No, I thought you was gonna keep going, bro. I was listening. I don't like cutting people off, so I be just trying to like. Sometimes I just mute and look because I might be wanting to say, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now go ahead though.
But no, I think we heard it in rap music, we heard it in life, man. The beauty's in the struggle,
right?
The beauty's in the struggle because when you're on that grind, when you're on the way up, that's when you realize who should come with you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they ain't there with you at your lowest, they shouldn't be there at your highest. They shouldn't be in the section popping bottles with you if they wasn't there when you needed, $1 to get the 20-ounce water.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand on that. On that. And as I went through my own personal struggles, whether it was a big deal or a little deal, I always was cognizant of who was around, who gave me the time to vent, who listened to me and not just talk back. Because if life was that easy, everybody would do it. I mean, everybody does it, but everybody don't live.
Right.
You need that though. Like, I say that shit all the time. I needed to fall off with bread to understand money and learn it.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to date a little bit to see what I really wanted in a woman.
All right.
I needed to be at somebody's crib who was huge to say, I can get this too. Like all that makes a difference. While I was, living in the joint where I couldn't run the heat because it was still gonna be cold. I needed all that.
Go
ahead.
All of that right there shape you to be who you are today. Because I'm saying, like growing up, I mean, we took the bus, we took the train, we had these fights, we had these run-ins with things that we shouldn't have ran into, but all of that shape your life, your lifestyle, how you live now.
It molds you.
Right.
Yeah. What you've been through becomes you.
Right.
And ultimately, this is where I struggle at is there's never going to be another me, put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I expect me from people sometimes.
Right.
And I've learned to not expect anything from anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's their own person.
Right.
But I always want to go. I always want to go. And and it's hard. Like my talking bro last night, he said, y'all, if I can just get a fourth of your energy, I'd be the best ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it's all in your mind, yo. It's all in your mind. But now you gotta go through something to get something.
Right.
Which is, they made a post the other day that said, I think I shared it to you. Mm-hmm. My father drove a Honda. He put me in position to drive a Benz. My other father drive a Rolls Royce. But by the time I get to my grandkid, they're going to be back walking because they haven't been through any adversity to uphold that lifestyle, and they don't understand how important it is to uphold that lifestyle, which is perfect. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the because we don't have to do a 5-course generational wealth situation. But it's so imperative that yes, you set your kids up to live better than you, but also show them something to fish on their own. It's a reason why rich people run out of money.
Oh yeah, big time. Because they, like you said, the generation after you and your kids don't know how they got this money.
Yeah,
and our kids. We have to show our kids to show their kids where it came from, how they get it, how to run the business, or how to whatever they did to get the money, how to do it too to keep it coming.
Yeah,
and at least cherish it. Don't think, oh, I just got money falling out of trees, because it don't. You know what I'm saying? Money can dry up and you can be back where it's something you never know what to experience at the bottom. And it's tough when you get to the bottom that you never been before. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to turn, you don't know how to start because you never been at the bottom.
Yeah, you have no clue what to do. You just you stuck in the rut, as they say, which is cool. It happens to the best of us. The question is, when you down on your luck, when you're back against the wall, what are you going to do about it?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do about it is what separates winners from losers. I'm gonna say this one, and I see this all the time. And, I don't even. It's 2022. I don't even care if I get canceled no more.
Right.
Man, sharing Facebook posts. This is my month. I'm claiming it. This is my year. I'm claiming it. All that shit is cool.
Right.
But nobody that's highly successful ever did that.
Mm-hmm.
They actually went out and did the work
every day. Yeah, like you said, they ain't post nothing. That's like what we see every year.
Yeah.
Gym off 2022, January, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get it right. Come February, you don't see nothing about no gym post no more.
Yo, it's crazy because, like I said, nobody's great. And granted, we live in a different world, which I had to adapt to too. So yeah, I do share certain things on social media. That's my marketing, building my platform. But man, I'm struggling every day to get on there and just be actively posting. Because one thing I know is if you make yourself too accessible, your stock go low.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I ain't saying I'm some upper, but I know my worth. You feel me? So if I'm always posting, always talking, you get dried up, right? And if it's not, I won't say if it's not substance on the content, like. If you listen, I'm working on some reels again, man. I got some reels with the trucking and hustle smart. I've been working. It's gonna take a couple more months because when I do put it out, I want it to be fire.
Fire, yeah. One time, one and done.
But I think that's a big thing is that it irks me sometimes because people really don't know what it takes to be great.
Nah. Well, I mean, think about it. How can somebody know what it takes to be great unless they've been great?
Or been around greatness.
Correct. Been around.
And our culture has told us if someone's great, they're acting brand new or they bougie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, I was up, bro. I got off the joint at I was on the game at like 12. Bro called me and we was just running through our systems. Like, this is what we need to implement. This is the ultimate goal. This is how we're going to get there. This is what we need to do in the meantime. This is what we slacking. Like, all this happened from the span of like 12, 15 to 2.
Mm-hmm.
Before you know it, I'm back wide awake. Yeah. Now I'm on the game, but I'm on the other computer. Like, what I missed, what I need. Yeah. Because ultimately that's what's going to bring bread. Mm-hmm. And you have to have them systems in place to keep systems going. And I think a vision, building for expansion is so underrated.
Fact.
Like I was telling bro, I don't want to run an operation like we got one truck. Mm-hmm. I'm running one truck like we got 100 trucks. So when we get 10, it's going to be easy.
Yeah.
Because if you run a situation when you got one truck and then you get 10, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Then I'm going to sit around here with gray hair. My joint already a little light. I'm about to spend that bag though to get that fixed. Don't worry about that.
We know you get that little spraying, bro. We know that.
I got the spray in the room, but I'm good. Hey, I'm 31 now, bro. Yeah, I got a little light spot. My balls do good. I ain't tripping, but I'm gonna drop that bag though to get it.
Oh, for sure. And then, like you said, another thing to go with that, you got to surround yourself with them same people with the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to win. Everybody trying to get the bag. Everybody got that same mindset. It's only up from there. You know what I'm saying? You can't have 1 and 2 want to do it, and the other 3 and 4, let's do it next year. Or let's do it next week. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this first. You know what I'm saying? You trying to walk before you can crawl. You got to start at the bottom, build up in steps. You know what I'm saying? But at least have that vision and want to do it.
Yeah, and you gotta. Whew, man, I'm trying to save something for the next ones because we're gonna start getting back on our regular schedule.
Yeah,
you only as strong as your team.
Facts.
You only as strong as your team, which is why ultimately you got to watch who's around you in that energy. I ain't ready for this conversation. How did I get here? I wasn't supposed to do this today. I was just supposed to break the ice to the new year and then get everybody real back in.
No, because you started because, like you said, you need a team. Let's say you got 5. If 5 the weakest, we ain't good. He got to be as strong as all 4. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people forget. They be like, all right, we got 1 week. We're getting sped up next week.
But it won't never get sped up.
Yeah, he a week behind. He gonna keep falling back because y'all keep moving up and y'all playing catch up with him. So the ultimate goal, y'all slowing yourself down, trying to bring him back up rather than stop what y'all doing, bring him up to speed, and we keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? Man, hit the buzzer or something, man.
Listen, I'm talking about, I think people truly, this is going to hurt some feelings because there's really no other way to say it. Mm-hmm. And we say this all the time, but I'm telling you, and we can get offline and chop it up. Everything around you makes you who you are. Mm-hmm. You feed off that energy.
Right.
If you, especially if you're weak-minded. Mm-hmm. So I'm strong-minded. I can go around certain situations and I won't adapt to that situation just because I know me. Now I won't say I've always been that way. Hell no. Yes, I've been just like any other person, follow the leader type shit, you know. But we grow out of that, right?
Yeah.
There's people older than me who still want to follow the leader.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do that, you really have to be cognizant of who's around you, to include family. And people don't like when I say that, and that's okay.
Oh, that's the truth though, because family expect you to be all cool and nice. Like, all right, just because you my mom don't mean it. I ain't gonna kick it to you real my life. If I don't like what you're doing, I'm telling you I don't like what you're doing. Like, yeah, you still my mom, I still respect you, but like this aspect, you know what I'm saying?
And we never learn how to communicate because as a kid, you never could question anything.
Correct.
That shit stops. Because that one leads people into, and let's keep it real. I'm a new parent. I don't know everything.
Right.
So some shit we don't know. Right. But if we cut the kid off and don't you question me on this, just do it because I said so. Now there's a way to ask. Hey, Dad, I understand you want me to do this, but why am I doing it?
Right.
Then you explain it. Don't just take the damn trash to the road. You take the trash out on Thursdays because every Friday morning they pick up at 5 a.m. If you get up at Friday 5 a.m, you're gonna forget it and I'm gonna cut your ass.
Right,
you know, that's a whole you know what I'm saying?
That's straight up though. See, we think about that now because how we was raised, you know what I'm saying? We got, hey, take it out there because I said so. You know what I'm saying? But now we got a different mentality.
We got to be able to communicate, and majority of our people or majority of the world suffers from lack of communication. I was reading something in my work chat the other day, and you know, text messages is just very misconstrued at times. But there's no way he would have talked to me like that.
You don't know how to perceive it the way it's being said because it's just words.
It's just words, yo. I don't know if you was running around shaking when you sent that, Joe. If you got anything to say that may be questionable, just call me. Let me hear your energy.
Right. Anything that you think could be taken the wrong way when read, you know what I'm saying? Just call or something.
And what I do, because I'm not perfect, is I reread my messages before I send it.
Right.
If it's one of them situations where I can't just hop on the horn real quick and holler at you. Right. Now I'm getting off topic, man. Oh, the team. But the team is so important, yo. The team is so important, man.
The team, and then when you got the team, they got to be able to take constructive criticism. That's another.
Yes. Hold on, man. Let's give you a round of applause, man. You coming in hot.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got to take criticism because they can't. They think when you say something bad in front of everybody, in front of the whole team, you like, damn, why you singing me out like that? Why you coming at me? But we not. We just trying to let you know, like, yeah, you screwed up. That's how you fix it.
It's love.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I'm so direct at times. I wish my first troops, when I first started supervising, they'll tell you, like, I didn't have like now, people still say I'm rude, but my delivery way better.
Yeah.
It was
to it.
But they knew ultimately that I was struggling to communicate, and it still wasn't disrespectful. It was just direct and rude. I mean, direct and just straight to the point. It wasn't no sugarcoating, fuck your feelings, get this job done. They never took it as disrespect because I still made sure that I didn't disrespect anyone.
Right.
But I just didn't know how I just broke down how you should take the trash out.
Right.
You know, I didn't know how to do that back then. It would have been more along. You missed that track, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the constructive criticism part, the only way you're going to grow is if you get better. The only way you're going to grow is if you listen to someone else, because you're not always right. And I don't even deal with people who can't take criticism.
Nah, ain't no point. And then like one thing about us, like, you know, as working and being supervised and stuff like that, everybody different. Everybody take it a different way. So you got to understand how you're going to get your point across to that person. Because I'm able to talk to you and tell you straight to the point, boom, hey, XYZ. But somebody else, like, I'd be like ABC to get to XYZ, and they will understand.
You got to know how to communicate.
Right.
I mean, we got to come up with a whole show on that. Communication runs the nation.
Oh,
even with this trucking shit, I was talking to the driver, and it wasn't nothing serious, but I was explaining something to him, and he heard it from someone, and it was just like, yo, because ultimately, if you communicate properly, you can get whatever you need from someone.
Definitely.
People just like to be respected. And let's get back to the team before I get off here. I keep talking about
Yeah. We about.
Right, hey, listen, let's get back to the team. The energy. Who is around you? Who is around you is what makes you, right? I don't hang around people with no ambitions and no goals because I am very totally different. I have no desire to hang around you, whether we share the same bloodline or we grew up together. I have no desire to be around you if you don't want shit out of life. Because ultimately, what is going to happen when we hit that rough patch while we're working on our goals? What do? We're going to go hang with the cat who ain't got nothing going anyway, and you're going to fall into that trap. So I stay sucker free, and respectfully or disrespectfully, take it how you want. I stay sucker free. Cousins, family, aunties, uncles, friends. I don't care. If you on some weeks, you know, I can't rock with you.
Right.
Shout out to my boy Nas. He coming in to talk about good credit, bad credit.
Okay.
We're gonna finish this up and get it right in with him because you know me and him argue all the time. Now you talking about a good argument. Me and Joe go crazy.
What's going on, man?
Baby, we used to wrestle in the front yard every time we used to chop it up. But let me finish this real quick, Joe. We're gonna get you in.
Yes, sir.
It's so important and perfect example of him coming in. Now, this dude right here, when we talk about stocks and investing, we talked about opportunity. We talked about opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. Me and him was doing the HVAC joint together. So, boom, I was doing the HVAC. He PCS'd in.
Right.
You know, when I seen his name and I remember him from school, you know, he's my African brother. You know what I'm saying? But we automatically linked up, clicked up. So the first thing I did as a boss, as a real one, like, yo, hey, bro, I'm doing this HVAC on the side. Truthfully, I'm working 80 hours a week. If you can split that with me, we can get this bread together because I'm tired. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And we literally bounced off each other. And the first thing he told me, I never forget, it's probably 6 years ago. He was like, yo, what you doing with all this extra money from Al? I said, shit, nigga, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing these big ass cookouts. I'm working on the old school. I'm going to Dallas every other weekend. You know, I'm having a good time, bro. What do you think? And he was like, yo, you got to get in that market, Graham. He used to be on my head. Right. Now, and I say that to say when we just talked about opportunity, I had an opportunity where I was making roughly $2,500, $3,000 a month extra. That if I would just invested half of that, I would be so much more well off.
Right.
I missed that opportunity to invest that extra money. So opportunity did come around twice. Right. And as in my brain got smarter to say, I had a chance to, if we just say I invested $1,500, let's just go $2,000 out of that $3,000. I was making $3,000 to $4,000 a month on the side. So if I invested 2 times 12, that's $24,000 of not my primary income. Right. That I was investing that could have grown. And he be sharing his accounts and shit. He always want to mark out stuff. Nah, bro. Right now, pull your phone up and show the account, yo. But he stayed on my head about it. And that's why I tell you, you're only strong as your team. Right. I used to, and you know, I don't really fake it, but I used to lie to Joe like, yeah, I'm in the stocks. Just so he leave me alone.
Right, yeah.
But he knew what was best for me. Right. I finally converted and hit him. It was that breath of like, my guy finally came around. I mean, he stayed on my neck, yo, like, and I appreciate. Shout out to Joe. Let's give him a round of applause for he started.
Joe, yeah.
Is that Hustle Smarter merch you got on, man? You look good over there, man.
Hey, man. Hey, it's warm as hell, though. I'm trying to take it up right now.
What's good, though? So listen, for the viewers' purposes, man, me and Joe, like I said, man, what, 2014?
15.
Nah, you was there before I went to Afghanistan.
Nah, I came
right after I got back.
Portugal in 15.
Okay, so 2015. What's up, Elon? The truth. So 2015, we linked up. He came to my other base, and it's been on ever since. And we was only together for like 2 years.
Yeah,
felt like a lifetime, y'all. But
that's crazy though. Dude, we were literally together for 2 years. It felt longer though.
Chill.
But you left in 17.
I could have sworn if you would have asked me, I told you I've been with Haas since 2013. That's how tight we had, clicked up.
Crazy.
But I like always arguing with him. But what's up, man? I introduced you. Introduce yourself. Welcome, brother. So, go ahead, man. I know you came on to debate the best.
Oh nah, look, man, it's your show, man. Just whatever you got for me, man.
Nah, we talked about good debt and bad debt. So if you've been listening to the Hustle Lounge podcast, our last 2 episodes are talking about being completely debt free and also leveraging your credit. I said, and me and Joe talked about it, he commented on it. I don't never say good debt or bad debt. Because debt is debt. No matter how you flip the pie. If I owe Colin $20 for shoveling my snow, or if I owe him $20 because we had a drink in the club, I still owe him. Right. One was just more fun than the other. You know what I'm saying?
That is debt. I agree with that all the way through.
What's your feelings on that, Joe, my guy?
I mean, like we said before, saying there's a lot we can agree to disagree on.
Yeah, for sure.
But, my take on that.
I'm gonna pull up the comments too. Go ahead.
Yeah, I understand debt is debt, but at the same time, you can't really name any one company out there that doesn't have a debt. That is just a way, saying it's another way to generate money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the same time, I do understand your point. There's risk But there's risk in everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? You can wake up in the morning, driving to work, something might happen on the way to work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're going off based on that analogy that, death is death, and you're not willing to take the risk, I mean, there's really not that much I can say on that.
What you think, Chill?
Man, I agree to a point, because I'm gonna say debt is debt. Like we always say, because like you said, good debt, bad debt, they don't exist. Because if I owe you $100 because we playing 2K and I lose, I ain't gonna say it's good debt. Are you my man? It's nothing like that. And if I owe someone $100 to a credit card, that's bad debt. Because what am I doing? Like, regardless.
At the same time, I probably have fun on that credit card.
You know what I'm saying? But you still got to pay back $100 that you could have just, you know what I mean? If you had the cash liquid, you could just, hey, you know what I mean? So, I mean, go ahead.
One thing I gotta say, that everything that you just all the example that you just gave, those ain't good death though. Those are all bad death.
Those are bad death?
Yeah, I was more focused on the good death, like, invest, like taking a loan out and buy an investment property. That's where I was leaning towards, not a credit card or you own somebody. That's not the kind of or even taking a loan out to buy a car. Those are all bad debt.
Can you say that? Can you say that again for me though, about the car part, please, so people don't think it's just my personal opinions?
Oh yeah. Taking a loan out to buy a car, that is not a good debt. That's a bad debt, because you're buying a depreciating asset.
It makes you feel good though.
I mean, yeah, it does make you feel good, man. I mean, I literally just try to talk my cousin out of doing that, but that just happened. He
posted the Beamer too. The Beamer was fly.
Yeah, he just bought a nice. But hey, I try to explain to him, like, look, man, right now this is not important. This is just gonna hold you back from what you want to do. My bad.
No, you good. I know she around there. I'm like, but no. So right here, you put great podcast. There's no such thing as good debt. So I'm just gonna break it down from there, right? So first, we talk about it all the time, because of my platform and because of I always talk about the majority, right? Because if we're doing a one-on-one session, I'm gonna talk to you differently about debt than I'm gonna talk about me in 2017 when I was 80,000 under. So I always make my approach to start at the lowest level possible and build. But the reason I don't say good debt and bad debt and use debt to invest is because, let's say, I'm just gonna point at Colin. Let's say he's 80,000 under, and I'm telling him how he can use credit to leverage it to get money and do everything. He's going to skip all the steps to try to do that. And if it doesn't work out, he's going to get burned. And if he gets burned, he's going to feel like I misled him. And what normally happens, even when we talked about the leverage and credit, is people, I'm gonna get this credit card to use these points to pay off debt. You know how much money you truly got to spend on them cars to really get the perks?
Back enough to
You got to spend a check on them cars to get them perks. For most of them. Besides now, so for me, I'm in the game. Matter of fact, if you're listening, if you hadn't signed up yet, sign up for Debt Payoff 101 or sign up for a one-on-one consultation. But listen, somebody like me is going to get that card that's fire on introductory rate, where you only spend half of what you normally would spend to get those 50,000 points. That's how I paid for one of the trips me and Bree took. It had like an introductory 50,000 points. If you spent $2,000 in the first 5 minutes, that's easy. But anyway, and so those that I have every level for everyone. You see what I'm saying? That's why I always try to keep it at a minimum, because on a public platform, you got to think of the percentages of everybody that's in the situation. 7 out of 10 people live check to check, 70% of America, 78%, no matter how much they earn. So if I come on there telling them about good debt, bad debt, and they're under that 7%, they're going to feel like, I got a little window. Let me go invest in. Like right now, and all three of us on the mic, if we're invested in a property right now, just like we do in the market, and it falls down, we're going to laugh about it because we ain't tripping. Right. But the people that I'm normally helping, the majority of the clients they ain't in a position to do that, but they see a way out because we're showing them the way out. They're forgetting the whole part when I didn't do anything for 2 years to pay all that other shit off so I can be able to do it. Because I don't care. I hate to say that. I don't care about money. It's a tool. Money buys me time and fun and memories. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do need it to survive. But I don't care. Like it's not, like money don't control me. I like what money can do for me. I like when you can pull up and we can have a good time. I like to be able to fly to Germany soon when COVID's through. I ain't tripping. I'm not trying to hold on to it. It's meant to be spent, right? But I always, and every time I speak on everything, it's a broad terminology because you have to think of a psychological, I should have had a psychology degree. Hold on. You got to think of it from, and the only reason why I'm so able to speak on that is because I've been in that mindset. How can I get myself out of this situation faster and cut steps? And if I was listening to Joe Nahasa, Hustle Smarter, and he said, yo, go buy an investment property and invest in stocks. Like right now, the market is down. Great for investors who understand, but the market is down. I'm gonna go invest in the market. And as soon as that shit go red as these hoodies, I want to kill Joe.
No patience, the patience too.
But I will say this. For Joe. I know you about to say something. I will say this before I go any further. If everybody has listened to Free at Last and Leveraging Credit, Bree brought it up to me. And I don't know if I said it. I thought I said it on multiple occasions, but if I didn't, when we talk about good debt, bad debt, I did use the budget. I did get real tight on the paper. So out of all of my debt, I would say 45% of it was paid living strictly off the budget, as everything I preached, as we said in Budgeting 101 course. But because I was in debt to my house, my mortgage, when I sold that house, I used the remainder of that cash to pay off the rest. So me selling my house and being in debt for that mortgage allowed me to get out of debt faster because I was moving and that big ass check came in. Mm-hmm. Now, I would tell you twice, emotional intelligence, when I seen that check, I did not want to pay the rest of the people. I ain't even gonna lie to you and say it was easy. But what I did, as soon as that check cleared in the bank, everybody got a phone call. Get your money. We done. So I started off 2021 not owing anybody but myself for all the time that I wasted. Mm-hmm. But in the same breath, let's say that market don't rise up. Let's say I can't sell that house when I move in 2020. Let's say I can't sell that house. Now that's bad debt, right? That good investment has turned sour because I'm moving to Delaware. I'm already tight on my money because I'm already got some regular people bills. Now my house don't sell. Now I'm trying to rent it out. If you look at the margins on rent, you're only going to make $400 to $500 on the good day. If you make $500 on a rental property, that is your primary home and not a duplex, you're doing great. Mm-hmm. So what is $500 going to do when I move out here to this high ass place on the East Coast? Then the AC break back in Ohio. Oh my God.
You go fix it yourself.
Right. Oh, Joe, me and Joe gonna go handle that. But you know, I say all that to say that makes it not fun anymore. And I say that to say, as I sat at the table, me and Bree sat at the table, I played with all the numbers because here I am on the cuffs of a couple more bills. I'm debt free forever. Well, not forever, but you know, until I go back in it if I choose to. And I'm like, man, we can rent this spot out. The market crazy right now. Looked at my mortgage. I looked at what I could make, my margin. So I could have made about $400 to $500 a month. So $6,000 a year, right? Yes, I do HVAC, but I'm not flying back to Ohio, renting tools and doing all that shit to do it, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I always say HVAC because that's the most expensive thing that'll break on your house besides the roof. But your property could flood, all that stuff, right? So that little $6,000 margin that I could have had, one, I'm going to put back on the mortgage, but I didn't have any wiggle room if something else was to go wrong. Right. So that's when I'm telling you have to be smart. And it is a risk you take, but you have to, like I literally broke it down for a week straight before I said, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it because if something goes wrong, whatever I'm doing great is gonna bring me down. Mm-hmm. What you think, Joe? Sorry, I went on a tangent. You know, I tend to do that.
I got a question for you though. Since right now you basically debt free, you know, an exception of your house.
Yes, sir.
So for all your listeners, that's tuning in right now. What debt did you tackle first when it comes to paying off your debt? You know, saying for individuals that got multiple debts here and there, like how do you go ahead and which one do you tackle first? And just explain that whole process.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Colin. Yo, you do me a favor. I'm gonna send you the flyer for the debt payout. Go ahead and drop that in the comments for me, bro. Because I can't give out this game, and then we got the class coming up. So, but to get everybody that's listening to get more excited about coming to the course, what I did is the debt snowball method. If you never heard of the debt snowball method, you basically take your smallest debt and you pay that off first, regardless of interest rate. So a lot of people will always say, pay the highest interest first. So they got debt snowball and debt avalanche. So when I was in a smaller realm of debt, far as in I was a young and 18, 19 with like a $2,000-$3,000 card, I would just take the highest bill first because I had nothing going on. So the debt snowball method is basically, like I say, you take the lowest one first and you work your way to the highest. I listed them all out from here to there. I said, okay. And I used the budget also. So are you asking what's my biggest debt or how did I attack it? Did I answer how did I attack it?
Yeah.
I attacked it using the snowball. I listed them out. Minimum payments. So what I did just from not knowing and what we were taught is when you're paying off debt, pay the highest interest first, pay more over it, right? But you have to be intentional because if you're paying So say you got a minimum $20, $30, and $100, right? And you're paying all of them, but you're trying to pay over on each one, then you're not focused on one. And ultimately, you're just spreading money apart. That's not going to get you to your goal faster, right? Mm-hmm. So what I did after the budget, when I was able to find holes in my money, my minimum payment, say that I had a bill for $237, and that minimum payment was $150. Boom, I paid that $150 till it was over with. Instead of taking that $150 and after that debt was paid off, I clapped, probably had a drink of Hennessy because I was poor. And then I took that $150 and then I rolled it over to the minimum payment of the next debt. So if the minimum payment of the next debt was $70, now I'm paying $220.
Oh, wow.
And I continued to do that. So by the time I got like my vehicle, I think Bree's vehicle came first. It was like $400 a month. By the time I got to her vehicle, I was, because everything had already rolled. I think we had like 3 payments at like $1,600 a month. Wow. I paid it 3 times, bang, bang, bang. It just got it out the way. Then look, that's over with now. That $1,600 rolled over to $2,000. I owed like $5 on the truck, 1 payment, out of there. Wow. And I just continuously did that. It is tough, but I would tell you that the snowball method for psychological purposes is easier because you're knocking out the smallest one first. Mm. So when I paid that little $130, whatever the hell it was, it still felt like a win. Mm. Because in my office, I used to have on my desk, I used to have the whole Excel sheet from top to bottom. And I tried to do it on the computer and go update it. And I do have a form that I use now, like when I teach. But I just go by hand and write it. And I used to mark that shit out. Like, got it out of there, baby. Let's go. And I may go treat myself. So out of that $150, I may go take $100 out and may go have a good time. Because now I feel better, because I got that momentum. When you get that momentum, you keep going. Normally what happens when people start with the debt avalanche, they start at the highest bill first. If your highest bill is $30,000, it's going to beat your ass to try to get to that 30. And you're going to eventually quit. That's what the normally happens. But yeah, Debt Payoff 101, February 19th, 11 a.m.
Talking about that mentality, man. You had to be focused, like more and more discipline.
It's discipline. Discipline wins everything.
Always. And
what else you got, Joe?
So what are you doing right now, man? This crazy market that we in, man.
What stock market?
What are you guys doing?
Oh,
both of y'all, man. What do you?
Colin is the market man.
We letting it bleed, man. We letting it.
Man.
You just gotta let it bleed, man. Correction, 20% correction. I mean,
right.
Go down, man. You know what I'm saying? And ride the way back up. When you think you know when the bottom is, the way it's going now, you just don't know.
Facts.
I'm excited. I'm excited for how it's going. I jumped into the penny stocks heavy. I got 2 plays in the penny game that should give me a private plane. But I do like the price of Apple now. I got my daughter's information. I'm gonna start her UGMA account, and she's gonna be Apple's not going anywhere, especially with healthcare, and they doing everything with the EGK on the watch. Like Apple ain't gonna stop, and because of that stock split, I'm able to purchase, and because it's lower than what Apple's never going anywhere. I actually bought a couple options on Apple the other day for like 2023. But yeah, man, I'm ready to get in some of the bigger names for a better price because right now it's on sale. This is a great sale.
Yeah.
It's definitely a great sale.
It's time for the metaverse to take
off. For the metaverse. The metaverse is here.
Are you into the metaverse, like NFT and all that?
Yeah, I looked at the NFT. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Go ahead. I'm teaching myself.
Yeah,
all that NFT stuff is like foreign language, man.
I looked at it. It takes a lot to keep me interested, peaked. And I just the NFT, I ain't sold it yet.
It's not doing the same. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you guys, man. Like I've tried to do my research, but it's just not. It don't make sense to me. I mean, I know it's making people money out there, but it's just not making sense to me.
Yeah, it's not making. That's me too. It's not making no sense.
Yeah, like how are you buying this picture or this image for $10,000? You know what I'm saying? The next day they create another 550 of those same image or something similar. Like I don't get it, man. But some people are making money off of it though. But it's just
big money. Or they making big money buying one day, sell it a month later, and I'm like, man, what is going on?
Right? Yeah, I don't get it at all. But
it is what it is. It's just the timing, man. Timing is everything. I still believe that your people who invest in quality companies right now, while they're red, is going to always come out at top at the end. Yeah, I don't understand why people I do understand because people are not really doing their research. Before I put $1 in the market, I did extensive research. I used to watch Joe, be looking over his shoulder like, why is he doing that? And I would just try to figure out why because if you ask him a question, he was very rude. Nah, he good. Yeah. But you know, I used to always try to learn. And then, you know, perfect timing is now, right? Everybody about to get their income taxes. The perfect timing is to buy some of this stuff while it's on sale. But it's not appealing. It's not cute. It's not new Gucci shoes. It's not a new car. So people are not going to do it. I plan on putting, I want to say 3, maybe 4. I ain't made my money. I might put 5. My goal is to put 5. I want to start off her account with 5,000. And that'd be the initial investment before the end of this month. Maybe start the next, well, it's held the end of the month tomorrow. But put that in there and make it work. Yeah. And it's going to grow because, you know, and it's crazy. Like my brain ultimately switched. My account, bro, I might gamble a little bit, might have a little fun. But because her name is on that account and I know it belongs to her, every move is going to be so strategic because I don't want her to lose any money. And I think that's where my brain just, it's crazy how my brain switched. I'm about to put her name on all my accounts because maybe I may think the same way and don't gamble and be stupid like I do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I'm already looking like Apple. She like this Disney Channel shit. She gonna own some of that Disney. And it's just simple, small steps like that. And yeah, she's still gonna have a fire first birthday party, but she might get another 2,000 on her birthday in her account because that's really what's gonna hold her over. I don't say my life is over, but I ain't really tripping on nothing. I'm good. Like we even talked about retirements and shit. Like I ain't gonna never retire. I'm always gonna hustle, yo. You know, I'm gonna give up Uncle Sammy's uniform. I'm gonna give his shit back in about 7 years. And that's it. I'm always gonna go. I'm always gonna have something going on. So far as like for me and maybe Joe, we had to bring Joe on the show for that one, like on the other cast, to get it pushed out. All that retirement, IRA, like that's cool and all that 65 shit. I'm just cool. Like for me, I'd rather invest in the cash flow and assets. I'd rather have rental properties and businesses going that's going to bring me 10, 20, 30K a month. And that sounds crazy to some, but it's very possible, very doable. That's my thing. Like even if I'm 55 and I'm retired from there, and once I retire from the airport, I will not work for anyone else. I'm not going to unless they pay me like $200-300 for about 20 hours a week. But my work is considered like, hey, Joe, yeah, how that truck doing? Need anything fixed? All right, cool, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, look, go home early. That's work still. Yeah. That $20,000 check come in at the end of the month. Yeah, that ain't retired there. But I'm still doing everything I need to do. Yeah. And the only thing I would hate about it is driving baby girl to work. Hey, hold on 1 second. Keep it down. Hello. Because, you know, sometimes being on the phone takes you away from the moment also. But then I'd be so strategic that the whole purpose, and we just talked about building the team, and I can't give away this game for free. We just talked about building the team is everybody will be in place and get overpaid so that everybody's happy. Right. To a point to where it's a structure. I'm only talking to one person. You know how we ran the HVAC shop? You know, the techs ain't talk to the airmen every day on some work shit. It was just on some, hey, how y'all doing? Everybody good. Right. But the only person that should be bringing me updates about work is the one right under me. Right. But I'm gonna make sure he's taken care of too, because if he need a week off the books, he'll hand me a thing. Yeah. And that's what we talk about. That I will say the Air Force has taught me that part of like building a team and the importance of a team building. So if I got to answer 10 phone calls a week to make $20,000 a month, you think I'm just going to retire for real? Shit.
You going to answer all 10. What you talking about?
But with that 20, I'm going to take 5 to 10 out of that and keep putting it into her account. Correct. But she's going to be straight. I want 3 more kids, so I got to do a lot more work.
Hey. You want to baby? No way.
Hey. What up, though, Joe? What else you got, man? We got a couple of minutes. Colin got to run, go get a haircut. That shit looking crazy, too. You might need to go to New York. What you got to say to the people, Joe? Because you're real big on investing. And you know what? I'm not gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna let you tell your own story. But we always talk about finding inspiration and motivation with people around you. Joe he showed me, you know, like you can get whatever the hell you want out of this life if you're willing to work for it. And I already knew that coming from the Carolinas, country boy. You know, I pull concrete, do heavy equipment and all that. Hey, Jayla, can you keep it down, please, baby? But his story of coming, you know, to America, getting his citizenship and grinding. And Joe, I ain't fucking with Joe. Joe on another level. Go ahead, Joe, though.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're doing good, bro. Don't do that. But now, I mean, the only thing I'm really gonna say to, you know, anybody that's watching out there, man, if you're into investments like in the stock market, or if you don't know about it, and you're trying to get into it, this actually right now is the right time to get into it, man. This time is the perfect time to get into it. And if you're already into the stock market, don't wait till the stock start going back up. Then you want to go in and buy it. Now, this is the right time. You know, nobody know the bottom. You know, so we don't know what the bottom is. as far as I know, it might be last Friday was the bottom. You know what I'm saying? On Monday, shit might keep going up, but I don't know that. So don't just keep waiting like, oh, I'm waiting for the bottom. No, right now is the perfect time. Everything's about 20% off, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm bleeding right now, man. I'm bleeding. You probably know about it,
man. We are red.
hard, man. Like I wake up every day. I'm like, man, what's going on? I should have sold,
right.
but no.
Right.
It's discipline. You got to be very disciplined, so to do that. But like, Graham, like I called you when 2020 when I made that huge mistake in the market when I sold too early. I was trying to be greedy.
Yeah.
I called you crying about it. You be like, look, man, you gonna make that up. You gonna make it back, man. And I did listen, and eventually I was back to where I was at. But it takes discipline. Even though you're bleeding right now, man, if you know what you invest your money in, if you know the company that you in and you believe in that company, just ride away right now. If you got another money sitting aside, play money, just dump it in the market, man. That's if you're already in there, and just watch it, because it is a correction. It's going on, saying, and anytime things like this happen, when the markets go back up, it's gonna go higher than it was. So definitely, say if you're in the market right now is the best time. And if you're not in the market and you're trying to get into it, YouTube video help, man. There's millions of videos on YouTube, man. People call me all the time, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to start investing. What should I do? Guess what I do? I don't have time to explain everything. I just go on YouTube.
Find your favorite YouTube video and send it.
Find a favorite video and send it to you, man. Watch this video. Make sure you understand it. If you're still interested, let me know, and I'm gonna walk you through the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, right now is the best time to invest. Even though we're bleeding, everybody's bleeding. Everybody's bleeding right now, man. It's not just one person. Everybody's bleeding.
You made a good point.
Man, this is not financial advice, man. Do what you want to do.
Yeah. Hold on. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. If you have any questions about finances, please find an investment professional.
Right.
I say Graham, Joe Nahas, or Chill on Hustle Smarter podcast told you to invest in anything, which is give you information that you can apply to whatever you choose to. I am a financial coach. I am a financial mentor, but I'm not a financial advisor.
Yes,
but you made a great point, Joe, and I definitely want to hark on that is you said don't continue to wait to buy. Right. Because tomorrow you waiting for it to hit an all-time low and they may hit an all-time high the next day. Mm-hmm. If it's a comfortable place for you to buy in at, buy that. So what I do, and I don't know if it's a technical thing, just something I taught myself and learned from listening to YouTube, I do that 5-year chart and I try to find that happy median of a good entry rate, because entry rates is everything. Mm-hmm. Where do you enter if you buy Apple at $300, you got it at its all-time high today. It's going to exceed that in 10 years. But now buying Apple that I think it was at 120, 130, something like that, it's going to hit 300 in the next 2 years. So now you got it at a discounted rate. But you made a great point. I love that one. Don't wait forever. I bought Ethereum. I think Ethereum hit 1900. I was trying to wait till it went lower, but I said, let me go ahead and jump in this thing. And then it dropped to 1600. I was like, hey, I ain't tripping, because the next week or two it was at 4,000 again. You know what I mean? So set your entry points, capitalize on your entry points. And don't be afraid of the market. We didn't get too deep into it, but find something that works for you. We talked about it. I got an episode coming out shortly, but now we might have to get Joe in that thing. Is me personally, when it come to investing, I just like hands-on stuff. Nothing makes me happy than running a business. Nothing makes me happy than losing sleep right now, because I'm trying to figure out how to make the trucking company better. As soon as it start running good, I'm gonna find something else to do, because that's what I enjoy. I put on coveralls the other day to go fix the box truck like I knew what I was doing, but I was just outside and I love it. That's what I love doing. I like being hands-on. Like, I don't want to sit at the computer all day and trade. I want to fly to meetings and do $1 billion deals. I want to be in the back of the Rolls Royce drinking, Louis XIII, going to close on $1 million deal. Like, that's just my vision. It ain't for everybody. Some people want to sit behind the computers and trade, and it's so many ways to skin the cat. But don't get it twisted. I ain't tripping on no avenue. When I leave that $1 million deal, we're gonna have some percentages going to the market to get me some more money.
Right, for sure.
But yeah, man, anything else is 135. What y'all got?
Man, my man was out there in the overalls with one leg. You gotta let him on one leg fixing the box truck, man.
On one leg.
Gotta get it, man.
Man, do we look alike?
Hell yeah, you do. I see a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We gotta go back to mama. But nah, man, appreciate you coming on, Joe. We're gonna look at that one. We're gonna run back and listen to it, and we're gonna go from there, man. But anything else before we go? We got about another 5. Anything else before we go? Thank everybody for coming out listening. I know it was kind of impromptu. We normally do better with putting out the flyers and everything. Really, it's just been a timing thing. I'm not an advocate for working hard. Like I do understand, we're gonna have to talk about this too. Write this down with you. We got to talk about balance, because when you try to be great, there's really truly no balance. There's no balance. It's not. Everybody that's great didn't have a great family life, a great work life, a great home life. Something had to suffer. Something had to be sacrificed. The ultimate thing is, how much are you willing to sacrifice to get to that ultimate goal? And I can tell you right now, and I don't have too much sacrifices left when it comes to her, but she just had the point now where she's not remembering but so much. Bless you, baby. But when she get to that age of where you have to be there forever, but when you really need to be around, I have nothing else to give. So this next, I'm locked in. That's why these moves we've been talking about all this week. I ain't got no time left, yo. Before you know it, she's gonna be 7 and wanting to go to the park all day. And you don't want to hear that I gotta go do something.
Like you can, man.
Yeah, like it just ultimately just it's crazy how your brain just catch on and you got to move, because you can't. You waste time to be fit. You should be 15 years old and daddy just still working every day like a slave.
Right.
And that's not what I want to do.
Not at all. Not with the mentality we got now. We're gonna go mode.
Next SOULfood Sunday coming up, man. We got it's almost income tax season. We might have to bring the master investor Joe back, because y'all got to take that
tax right now, man. I don't even want to have that discussion, man.
We got to take that lump sum and at least put some up, man, to make some more lump sums. You can give your income tax. You can give yourself an income tax check every month if you do it right off the income tax check. Hold on. Oh shit. Let me stop that.
Yeah, hey man, you getting into the gems yet, man? Hold on.
You take 25% of your income tax, put it in the right places, convert with my boy Joe, hit him up. He's gonna send you the YouTube clips. And we live in a world where everything you ever want to learn is easily accessible, but for some reason, people just tend to pass by the informational videos to find the entertainment videos. Hold on. Oh, shit.
Hold on. One time, man. We gotta get the buzzer on, man.
Hey, they not, but man, look, I love y'all brothers to death, man. It's always good to have brothers in the same mindset. And Joe always told me, something. I'm gonna let you go in a minute. Joe always said, I was real good at putting people together. Like I was real good at bringing in. You used to kind of notice it in Ohio. Like we're gonna get the party together, whether you like Buddy or not. We're gonna have a good time. Right. Now I'm so more focused on getting the right people together. I want when we get off, you and Joe to swap numbers, because that's the right person to be around. You know what I mean? We all on the same mission, the same goals, and we have fun, but we handle our business. But when we get together, both of y'all with the college, I think the way y'all drink, y'all got problems. I only have one drink and I stop. But that's the purpose. Now that's my ultimate goal now, because I have put in people in contact with other people who wasn't worthy of their time. And people can take it how they want. But if someone ain't elevating and trying to get to that next level, everybody in my circle is on the elevation thing. And everybody on my circle keeps me on my feet to keep going. So when you got that, like you said, that one link that's holding you back, they can't do it, yo. But if I put you in touch with somebody who my partner, but they trash, and we hit those roadblocks. We hit those roadblocks in marriage. We hit those roadblocks in relationship. We hit those roadblocks in business. And you're dealing with some bum, his way is the easy way out, whatever it may be. And we just have to be, cognizant of that, yo.
Like you said, build that team.
Team, yo. This the dream team, yo. Johnny Cochran is the dream team. Graham Hustle and them. Dream team, baby.
Man, just so you know, man, I'm getting promoted tomorrow, man. Finally.
Hey, I saw it.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Give you a hand of calls, man. Yeah. Putting that roofie on.
Man, yeah. That's what's up.
I would have year, finally, but yeah.
You was under my tutelage for a long time, man. So I don't expect
there you go again, man. There you go again.
Hey, listen, but when we talk about HVAC and building the team, and I ain't ashamed to say it, I wasn't the best at HVAC. He was, but I was the best at managing and NCOing. And we bounced off each other. And boy, we was the best fucking Kobe and Shaq ever.
Yeah, there you go.
That's Kobe and Shaq ever.
Good old times, man.
Good old times, yo. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in. We're gonna get the next fly out. We're gonna get it back cracking. We took a little break because of the holidays. The holidays definitely put us in a little pickle. Hustle Lounge podcast every Wednesday. We got an Auto Loans 102 dropping this Wednesday. Loans versus leases. Loans versus leases. Tune in, y'all. Appreciate everybody. We'll catch up with y'all next time.
All right.
How do I cut this thing up? Hold on, y'all know I don't know how to work this stuff.